getting your hair?
I would say clarifying shampoo. Clarifying shampoo, you can get it Pantene makes clarifying. Usually every brand has some type of clarifying shampoo. And what that does is it strips it from all of its oil. So that's usually used for people who have super oily hair. And they can't help but every day their hair is just drenched in oil. Clarifying shampoos helps to tame that. So, yeah. How many of y'all have had Brazilian hair or Indian or whatever hair y'all didn't like it? Like it was like some trash hair, like it was stiff, it didn't move, like. Okay, I want to say something about that. So a lot of companies out here are just selling hair. They don't know anything about hair. They're just selling it. I have a lot of background with hair, and I've done a lot of research. So the reason why, when you got that Brazilian or Indian or whatever hair, because it wasn't really virgin, a lot of the times, let me just say one thing. Hair naturally comes from India, okay? Hair comes from India and it's exported to everywhere in the world. So you have people, you do have people in Malaysia that have hair. You have people in Brazil that have hair. You have people in Peru that has the hair, but it's not necessarily somebody's a Peruvian person's head. And I think that's where a lot of people have gotten mixed up. They think that they're really wearing somebody's like a Brazilian person's head, and they're really not. The texture, okay, a lot of people think that processed hair is bad hair. Like I know a lot of people like, I want that unprocessed. Really what you're getting is just a processed curl pattern. Processed curl pattern is not necessarily bad, you know what I'm saying? What it is being steam processed, meaning they put some rods on it and dipped it in hot water. That's steam process. But a lot of people feel that steam processing is like they're taking some chemicals and mashing them together to change the hair. So I really wanted to get that out of the way. Like I said, I do sell different hair textures of hair, but I don't want people to think that this hair is coming exactly from Malaysia. I'm getting off a Malaysian person's hair or a Peruvian person's head. All hair naturally comes from India and is shipped to different parts of the world to be processed in a certain way so that you can have that lovely flow or you can have that bouncy curl, you know. I really want everybody to understand that. Yes.
So Brazilian, Malaysian, Peruvian hair just really don't exist. Like what's the difference then if it doesn't come from that type of person? Like
Indians, I think everybody thinks Indians have all the same type of hair. Like people in North India hair are very different from people in South Indians hair. So the reason why a lot of people have said it's Malaysian or Peruvian and this is really because it feels like a Peruvian person's head or it feels like a Brazilian person's head. But what they're really trying to do is create some type of exclusivity, if you get what I'm saying. It's just trying to, anything that's exclusive, everybody kind of wants to buy. You know, you can't tell me, no, I got this. You know, I got the newest Jordans or the newest this or the newest that. That's really what it is. It's marketing. You know, that's really what it is. And that's something that I really want to speak about to people. Because you don't understand how many people say, no, I really do have Brazilian hair. Like, this is somebody who's real Brazilian hair. And I'm like, well, you can show me a bald-headed Brazilian and I'll believe you. So that's really one thing I'm trying to do with this as well, is really just kind of telling the truth about hair. Even though I do market my hair as the Brazilian style, it's just the style of the hair. You have the Brazilian kinky curly because it's not necessarily kinky curly hair because it ain't 4C hair. That's true kinky curly, 4C texture hair. But it's styled like it. It has that same type of appearance and texture to it. Yes.
I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I've heard that if you wash your head, it gives you this smell that is real good hair. Is that true?
It's total opposite. If you wash corn chips.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, corn chips, that type of hair, it may look good, it may appear good, but it doesn't last long. And that's really the notion of virgin hair, is how long can your hair last? Because when you think about it, a lot of women in here are natural. Who's natural? When I always say to people, when have your hair ever failed you? When have you ever gotten your hair and you said, oh, my hair doesn't last long on me? You know what I mean? Like, if you maintain your hair the right way, wouldn't it last? Same thing with virgin hair. If you maintain it the right way, it will last forever. A lot of people say, oh, this lasts for a year, or this lasts for 2 years. True virgin hair lasts forever. When have your real hair only lasted you for a year or 2 years? And it just, unless you chemically treated it badly, that's the thing. But if you're maintaining it, your hair is gonna always grow and always, as soon as you wash it, come back to life. Always do that. But if you're getting hair and you're washing it and it's not coming back to life, if you're getting hair and you're washing it and it's just shedding all over the place and it's damaged, it's not true virgin hair.
I would also like to let people know, because she was talking about, yesterday me and her were talking, and she was saying, sometimes a lot of women are under the impression that when they're going with a great hair company that's selling true virgin hair, they think that they're getting magical hair. Y'all are not getting magical hair. Y'all are getting virgin hair that y'all have to take care of, like she said, like it's your real hair. If you want it to last, don't over-process it. Don't flat iron it every single day. Don't color it 4, 5, 6, 7 times and expect to still have the same amount of braids on it that you got when you first bought the hair. Treat it like it's your real hair. You can't go wrong with that.
I have a question. A lot of these stores out here, resupply stores are selling what you call this virgin hair, but a lot of times this hair is being mixed with synthetic, which is called wet hair. So you're really not getting the real hair when you're purchasing this hair outside, these stores. So you have to watch what you're getting, when you're spending your money. Because if you're spending $100 in this beauty supply store and they tell you that it's real hair, it's not. A lot of the hair is blended, synthetic mixed in it. So that's why you get some part of the hair will be very straight, some part of the hair will be coarse. That's the flat iron is not going to curl it right because you got more synthetic in that hair than human hair. So I just.
I could testify to that. I didn't know anything about hair, so I'm like, oh, give me some Brazilian hair from the hair store. I didn't ask $130 on this hair, and it's probably lasted me like 6 months. This hair was absolutely ridiculous. Like one part, I would curl it, and it looked real good. And I get to this side, and I'm like curling it and then curling it. I'm like, okay, well, I should straighten it back out. And then when I wash it, it's shedding, and then it gets thin, and I was just really bad. So I would not recommend store-bought hair, well, Brazilian, whatever.
The store-bought virgin hair.
Yeah.
I do have a question. So what suggestions would you give to those who do like sewing, but they have like sensitive scalp, and to take care of their hair, any type of treatment that they can do to kind of take care of their hair underneath sewing?
So I have psoriasis. Psoriasis is a condition where you have an overflow of dandruff. It's like severe dandruff to a max. And what I just started doing is just wearing wigs and braiding my hair down underneath. I think that really is the best way because with psoriasis you have to wash your hair frequently, like once every week or twice every week. If you don't want it to flare up as bad as it, could really get. I mean, psoriasis can get really bad. Like you can start balding from it when it starts to get that bad. So that's what I really would recommend if you want to make some type of hair wig. U parts are in now. Everybody got a nice fly little U part, and if you don't have one, you are missing out. I mean, seriously, that's like the go-to thing to do when you're in a rush. You have something, when you're in a quick rush to go do something, a U part wig is go-to.
So
My question is it true that, like, you know, you buy hair and they'll say, oh, this is some really good hair because it don't shed at all? Isn't that true? Because all hair has to shed. It's just like,
Yes, even your real hair sheds. Your real hair sheds 100 to 200 strands a day. So for somebody to sell you hair and say that it don't shed at all, that's just, like I said again, a marketing ploy. That's just to have you come on in and buy the hair. I'm gonna be honest with you. Virgin hair, because it's being machine wefted, it's gonna shed, but it's about the amount of shedding that you can tell whether it's virgin or not. If it's shedding like cats and dogs, it's either that hair is damaged or it's just not true virgin. This has synthetic in it, synthetic fibers. What's the next question?
What products would you recommend? What products would you recommend for like washing the hair?
I use Pantene, Nail is pretty good. Organics, the blue organics bottle. I know a lot of people say don't use nothing but silicone mix. Are you silicone mix? You know the bamboo silicone mix? Yes. That will have your hair back to life in a couple of seconds. I'm serious. She's like it.
yeah, those are just a few.
How do you provide your natural curl? Like, if I know my hair when I wash it, it's not as curly.
Oh yeah, okay, so reviving your natural curl pretty much is going to take some time. If you have the flat iron up to 450, this is going to break those bonds. You know, your hair is made up of different bonds. You have your disulfide bonds, you have your hydrogen bonds. It's made up of different bonds, and each bond is for something different. So like your hydrogen bonds or your water is water. So you notice that when you put water in your hair, it breaks certain bonds of the hair. When you flat iron it, it breaks certain bonds of the hair. It changes it. So I would say put the flat iron on a low heat setting if you still maintain your natural curl and wear your hair straight at the same time.
My mom has a friend who wears a lot of wigs, and she puts it in the washing machine. Yeah, to like make it bouncy and whatever. Like she puts it in there like washing detergent, and even when she dries it, she'll put it in there with like some fabric softener. I recommend it. Yeah, she like it come out.
You know what? I've heard of putting hair in I've heard of putting hair in not the washing machine, but using fabric softener. Fabric softener really takes away the smell. I have never heard of it being bouncy again. But it's so many different techniques. Like, for one, putting bleach on hair. I mean, if you have
Like household bleach?
household bleach, will make your hair flawless. Will make your hair flawless. Put bleach on your
It won't
hair.
turn it like it will strip the color.
Or it will strip the color. If you put color on it. If it's virgin, it's, you know, it ain't gonna strip the color. But put household bleach on your virgin hair and you will see it come to life.
Tell them how much. Tell them how much before they like
Put bleach on and mix it, dilute it, okay, with water and bleach, and boil it on the stove and dip your hair. If you have some damaged hair, I mean, I